here for Ago. And he's going to get that information and back off just a little bit as the Glocks come screaming down the hallway. But they have not made a full-on attempt here at the A site yet. They are just waiting. However, when they do, they're going to be running into this very, very defensive stack of Ago. They have 4 members over here, 1 in library, 3 out towards the site. And they're going to be ready for this hit, I believe.
Yeah, probably Molotov going to go towards that circular position in pit's going to land right now, but this crossfire towards the site. The Glock's going to get up close and personal, but the USPs, well, I was going to say they had a position to strike here, but they're going to get taken out. Oh, Sphero standing tall here. Can he get any more done? Eventually dispatched of as Victor will finish him off. Bomb should go down momentarily, and PHR with a 3v1 retake on the A bomb site. Not an easy task. No,
smart play there from Sphero. Heads up very much. We'll talk about that in a second, but PHR for the time being, we'll have to try to get back into the site. It is a pistol round. It does look like Ships is going to try to smell him out. PHR just 1 crosshair ahead. Now 1 versus 2. Bubble, 39 HP, and Victor at 100 there.
No kit.
Defending this bomb. And yes, with no kit, this is a problem for PHR. He needed to hit a shot right away, and even then, with no kit, he kind of didn't give himself any time to play. But yeah, very heads-up play there from Sphero. He obviously wants to take the first shot. He does take the shot on the guy falling out of the apartments and just holds. He doesn't continue to fight. He doesn't continue to put himself out there. And they kind of forget about him in the chaos and in the pandemonium, which enables him to get the 2 frags that he did get.
Now we're going to see a force buy response straight back here from the side of Ago. And not afraid to take this fight to WİNDİGO, who have said in interviews they like to play aggressive Counter-Strike, and we've seen instances of that. We've also seen some slower play come out of them, so diversity is key when it comes to Counter-Strike. You can't be stubborn with one form of play. You need to be able to do a bit of everything, and headshotting is one of those things that needs to be on the card, as Blocker will get 1, instantly traded right now by Gruby. He barreled up on his own there. The trade potential was basically non-existent, but they will grab that AK-47. So Crisis averted, other than the HP right now on Poison and Bubble. Direct your attention to the right-hand side of your screen. 5 HP and 13. Jeez Louise, those pistols. A tag to the toe will be more than enough.
Yeah, 1 nade down on Banana right now would have spelled a bad day here for the side of WİNDİGO. But as it stands, there are no grenades in play here for Ago. They're trying to hold on to this site as best as possible with 2 members. Now having to defend it against this smoke utility being used, Furlan being the first to step to the occasion, PHR thereafter. Neither one of them are going to be able to get anything done, leaving Gruby and Paper by themselves. They're going to back away with the armor that they have and the smoke in hand.
I'm sure if they knew the HP of Bubble versus Poison right now, they would actually go in for this one. Maybe try and make it as costly as possible. And be aware that so much damage has actually been done, and that's one of those situations as you run in through a smoke on the B-bomb site where it wouldn't take a lot to get a multi-kill in that scenario. So getting a little bit lucky was WİNDİGO, but Ships is a player that we've highlighted. Now, if you missed the game yesterday, if you missed the game against MIBR, his CT plays on Overpass were amazing. I think is probably the best word that I could use for that. I couldn't tell you if I've seen a player play that aggressively, that consistently, and get away with every single decision and move and poking and prod that he was able to do. It was insane. And here, he was able to get a couple of big kills necessary for them to get into the B-bomb site. WİNDİGO will survive with 2 players. We'll see the eco most likely coming now from Ago. I did mention Shockwave before as the coach of this WİNDİGO team. He was previously the analyst of this squad, and he was also assisting with the WİNDİGO Academy. So he's been upgraded to the main coaching role. That was only in February of this year. So
well, I mean, maybe that is the way it should work, right? Maybe you should go from the academy, farm sort of the players you want to work with, and potentially have them move up to the main team. And then you have the entire system, the entire structure underneath your watch. It's not as easy to just waltz in and coach a team. There's just no way that makes sense here. I don't really know what the issue is. It's definitely a tech timeout, though.
About audio for sure. It's always the audio problem, isn't it?
Yes, it is, indeed.
I think you make a very good point, because coaching in CSGO, it's very difficult to quantify. As people who talk about the game every single day of our lives, we don't know a lot until we talk to the coaches firsthand, and they're not very liberal with the way that they do things. They don't want to give away trade secrets. As the game evolves, as everything about organizations and teams and the way that they approach the professionalism of Counter-Strike changes, well, so does coaching, right?
Yeah, you talk about evolution, and the evolution we've seen over the years has been a team will have a manager, and the manager is sort of the
babysitter,
the babysitter, the team dad. Then that will evolve into full-fledged coaching plus a manager or a GM-style approach to the organization, which is admirable to say the least, because that's how it technically should be structured. It should come down.
Authority needs to be at the top.
Yeah, it should come down from the top. And then, you know, if things aren't going the right way and you have all the right pieces, I mean, you see instances of this in the NFL. You see instances of this across most traditional sports where they have all the best players. They've united them under one roof. But getting them on the same page is well more than half the problem. Either way, that problem never will sort itself out. The evolution of time.
Here's another one of those interesting stacks we're seeing coming out towards the B bomb site. They have one player in Spiro just over towards A. Might make some noise and see if he can force them to go over towards the B bomb site. But this stack over towards Pool or Barbecue, depending on the name that you want to chuck on it, could be really deadly right now. They're going to step out. 2 huge USB kills, and Poison and Shift, the 2 big fraggers right now for WİNDİGO fall. Victor has a lot of mopping up to do here. The bucket's out as he's managed to stop the bleeding.
And good stack. I mean, it's not very often you see some sort of substance come out of those, but in this instance, that's the case for sure.
This is the way it used to be in 1.6, right? When you had to take a full eco, you only had USPs, or your other option was Deagles. And when you had the USPs or the Glocks, you'd have to do something as a team. You'd do a 5-man rush, you'd do a 5-man stack, and you'd just try and make the most of a bad situation. Here, 2 kills against, you know, armored and weaponed up opponents with a bit of utility. That's a fantastic result already. It's all about keeping your opponent as honest as possible with that economy situation. So Spiro will be the last man to be dealt with. Just noting on Spiro quickly, he had that really big nuke game against Fnatic to get them across the line. Had a fantastic performance with the AWP.
We had a Zeus there, but he was not going to get in proximity to use that. We're going to see a 3rd round on the board for WİNDİGO, but now things could start to change. Ago are going to be able to buy up into this round and for the first time actually feel like a level playing field is being set for them because they haven't had weapons at this point. 4 AUGs, 1 op. 2019.com.
I was looking at the AUG stats, and you've got Furlan 65 AUG kills to 60 AK kills, Groovy 57 AUG kills to 64 AK kills. Their AUG kills are very high. Some of the players as well on AGO have opted to use that silenced M4. We've seen it come into fashion a little bit more so since the update, the extra 5 bullets. Banana control will be taken with relative ease from WİNDİGO.
That it will, but it is Furlan here in the B site by his lonesome. Looks like Sparrow's going to go ahead and rotate over and maybe help him out should the hit be here. And with his op, you can imagine that they're going to smoke this off before they make any sort of push on the B site. They have that utility to use. A lot of it over on the WİNDİGO side. We're just nearing the minute clock timer. And they have been stopped by a smoke. Now, this is the thing about Inferno. You can use these smokes to sort of stall out the opponent here trying to work either way as a CT or a T. And there's that smoke and spawn and the spray from Furlan. Finding 2. Should have been more.
Someone's passed him, though. Victor's made it all the way through to Barbecue right now. They've given up the site control, so the bomb should get planted. Oh, I say that. The grenade lands. Bubble gets blown out of the server, and now it's a 2-on-5 situation. WİNDİGO really want to get this bomb down. They want that extra cash reward and start the 40-second timer, mind you. Poison has an AWP. We've seen how aggressively he's been able to play with that.
He doesn't know that Banana's clear, though, so he's pushing out there, Chad, and he has no idea. He's got to do it very, very cautiously. Meanwhile, all 5 members of AGO are over here towards CT spawn.
He's smoked off as well.
Yeah.
This feels like a save call from Poison. Just leave Victor high and dry.
It might be. There's AWP kill on the Furlan. Did so much in this round. And they're going to have to hold on tight. 2v4.
Oh, wow.
There's another one from Victor. Finally, as Poison falls. Victor grabs 2, looks for a 3rd. This will be a monumental task. Huge. And he does it. He tops it. Whew. And that's a round for WİNDİGO to hold on to going forward. A rough one for AGO to lose.
2v5.
Yes, it was. That was not how AGO wanted that one to go. They did have the numbers there in a big, big way.
Oh, this might be the... I thought we might get the eye tracker. Here we go. Here's the eye tracker technology. You've got this on Victor focusing on his crosshair there. You might see this come up throughout. This is the Tobii eye tracker.
Tobii.
If you want to Google it and see the technology, this has been used throughout WSG. Quite interesting to see where the players' eyes are going in certain different battles. Banana, once again, will be a lot of fireworks as Molotov's nades and damage, or little bits of damage, are tossed back and forth. Ships found himself on 33 health. Poison will drop him across the AWP. They're using Bogdan's Law here.
Old Bogdan. And with the grenades there, the players on B are going to have to back up just a little bit. Instead, nope, they're going to stick around. The grenade did quite a bit of damage. 62 and 62 on PHR and Furlan. Identical. On the other side of that smoke. When that smoke fades, you can expect WİNDİGO to push up and place pressure on these players who only have pistols. And 3 Deagles and 2 CZs for Ago.
Yeah, a lot of emphasis on Banana in the opening stages of this game. Obviously, the pistol round was over towards that A bomb site, but winning a 2v5, that really, really deflates.
Yeah.
He was, as a team, Furlan was able to get the kills and get away, and that's where you just have to question what went wrong. Maybe a little bit too hesitant, maybe people not willing to make the plays. As this one simmers out, if I had to ask you a question, Trace,
Yep.
if you had 2 teams in the grand final of a $500,000 tournament, how highly ranked do you think they'd be in the world?
Well, first of all, you'd have Ints, okay? You'd have Ints, and you'd have Astralis. And then that, I mean, where Ints falls, I think like, what, 4 or 5?
Yeah, so we're talking teams within, you know, the realms of the top 10 to 15 in the world, right, to be in the grand final. Right now, Ago is ranked number 45 in the world as per the HLTV.org rankings, and WİNDİGO is ranked 30. So obviously there was quite a few teams who maybe even weren't ranked. They're mixed teams. A lot of things are thrown together because of the rules we outlined at the start of the broadcast for WESG. But we already mentioned, you know, G2, MIBR, Fnatic, they're all within the top 20 in the world, and they stumbled before getting close to the final.
That they did. WİNDİGO not stumbling here, though.
Both these teams actually did play Fnatic and MIBR. So we already said that WİNDİGO had to upset them to get further in the tournament. Ago played them in the group stage where there was only 2 teams. They challenged them on one map, but on Nuke they were blown out of the water. Both squads also had to face Fnatic. WİNDİGO split, actually played them in the group stage. And Ago beating them yesterday in the best of 3, finishing it up on Nuke. They had the 16-0 victory on Inferno, and then they lost their map choice of Cache. So it was a bit of a back and forth. It was a confusing affair. It was an interesting one, to say the least, but we will get the guns back out for Ago here.
That we will. It's a 5th one on the board.
One defuse kit.
For WİNDİGO. Yes, 1 defuse kit over here on Groovy. And AWP in the hands of Sparrow. Probably going to need something going here for Ago at this moment. They're going to see this half slip slowly away from them. It's going to be more of a heavier A presence here from WİNDİGO earlier on. They're going to elect to take window room and boiler control. They don't have any players on the side of Ago up towards apartments. Just kind of spotting boiler there from short in that porch area. And Sparrow with the op over towards Arch. So all in all, not a bad setup. Third player finding himself in pit. But this is a matter of map control and holding corridors. Sparrow finding 1. A big one to take. It's not enough. He only takes down 1 before he's exchanged by blocker.
Look at the flank coming up mid right now, though. That could be huge. Furlan holding the W key down, making so much noise. And Poison didn't hear him in the flurry. Furlan's going to get the kill as Poison caught napping. Ships is left last alive, a 1-on-4 situation. Gets the first kill. Can he get even more done? He's down to 8 HP. Any moment should be dispatched of, and that's the round on the board. Ago finally post their first, and probably for one of the last times we'll ever get to say it, Trace, considering the new update coming in. They need to stabilize to avoid the hard reset.
Yes, indeed. And then a tactical timeout by WİNDİGO. Trying to control and everybody calm back down. What we were doing was working, and why change it? We need to rein it back in here.
Yeah, they went for a bit of mix-up, obviously, towards that A bomb site. Banana's been where it's working. Let's see if they go back to the Banana approach.
And while we're doing that, I'm going to invite all of you to join us on social media. Use hashtag WESG2018. And, well, you could tag us. You could not tag us. Just tag WESG.
Give us your thoughts.
Give us your thoughts, comments, concerns. And also show us where you're watching from. All the good stuff there in between. This $500,000 showdown right here. That's right. Big Franklins, American dollars.
So double AWP setup is a unique approach from Ago. It's not necessarily popular on a map like Inferno. It's definitely possible. You have one towards the arch side or poking and prodding towards quad. And wow, in the meantime, Caper, he's going to push on down mid, grab a big kill. And the rest of the... Okay. Wow, okay. So hold up. 2 players are stuck in Banana. Caper's going to get killed in the back. I don't think he's seeing this one go.
Okay, then. Hold the phone. Caper shows. He's come out here and single-handedly ruined this entire round for the side of WİNDİGO. Now leaving Victor by himself, 40 HP. The bomb is in his control, so that's not of concern. The real concern is where the remaining members of Ago are. There are 3 alive right now. 2 ops. You can imagine they're spread pretty thin. Groovy with this AUG. Just going to go ahead and clear out the halls, but it's Victor who holds the fate of this round in his hands. I don't see a world where he goes for it exactly, but, I mean, I can't see a world where he completely saves either, Chad.
Looks like he's going to go with that option, unfortunately. Well, it's not going to be an exciting 40 seconds for all the viewers at home, but he wants to hold on to that. because going into the next round, they won't have anything. You can see right now, if you look at the right-hand side of your screen, he has 400 in the bank. Poison only has $0 to his name. Bubble 150, Blocker with 500, and Ships with 350. So their economy is not in a good spot at all. If he wanted to go for kills and try and find 1 or 2 more frags, then he could continue to do damage to Ago. But what this tells me is they want to allow Poison to work with that AWP. Interview with HLTV.org was talking about how the team occasionally will pace off of him. If he wants to go for a play, if he has something that he's feeling, something in, one of those little gut feelings you get from time to time, they'll work around him and they'll try and pull a strategy out of the bag. It's fantastic to have that element in your team. The proactive AWPers, as long as they're consistent, they don't have to be consistent in aggression, just consistent at hitting the shots they're meant to. This is this push. So Caper there catches a player off guard. That's a big kill on Poison. This one here is the impressive one. Blocker really should have had his number. And then unlucky there not to finish off Victor and grab a nice little 4-piece for the round. But Ago have stabilized. We spoke about the need for that, and it's happened. So the 2 Orgs, silenced M4 and double AWPs. That's the setup they'll be running with against an upgraded pistol. An AWP. And not a lot else is Poison.
Look at this play.
Here's the aggression. Oh, he's
so
burning.
Aggressive, and he's just going to stand in the Molotov and bask in it.
Oh, no.
Barbecued on Banana. Furlan with the credit to the kill. The remaining 4 members of WİNDİGO are just going to hang out around his body and continue to push forward. They want to look to get in this B bomb site, it seems. Still have picked up that op, salvaging it. They're going to peek, and they peek right into another op. It's Furlan staying on top here in Banana. Now with the smoke, this hit is come to a screeching halt. They're going to try to boost here. It's going to be Bubble with the AWP now. He's going to give it a go. See if he can spot out some of these entrenched Ago players here in the B bomb site.
He won't be offered up a kill anymore as Furlan's moved position.
Yeah, and when this smoke fades, you can imagine being caught out in the open is not on the cards. Here they go. They're going to try to edge their way in right now. 3 other members of Ago don't have a clue yet as to where this hit's going on, as to the setup of their B site players has just kind of left them without vision up to this point. They are pretty far in there. Now spotting from spawn will be Furlan, so he's going to get that first shot. I don't see any smokes over there on the side of WİNDİGO, so it doesn't look like they're going to have any utility to sort of isolate and block off the view from spawn. We're going to try to boost in.
Oh, okay.
Now this is where things get dicey. If he drops and doesn't know there's a player in the back dark,
there
which
it is.
He doesn't, didn't even make it to the drop. Here comes Ago with the AUG. Mopping him up, leaving Victor with AWP, able to take down Furlan. Knows the player's in dark, can't turn around fast enough to get it done. It's going to be Sparrow that rounds it out. 3 for Ago, 5 for WİNDİGO.
People are wondering why he didn't get the AWP and run away and try and save again. He was too late in the round in a position that's unsafe. So he didn't know if there was any pressure possibly coming from Banana. And if he dies after the time, that's much more detrimental because he did save the gun in the previous. You can already see he has to make a compromise here. He only has a deagle, and Poison only has a deagle as well. He invested in armor once he was dropped the AWP in the previous. So with these kind of plays here, it's a compromise buy early for WİNDİGO. Already posting 5 rounds this early. It's good signs, but for Ago in this tournament so far, they've played Inferno twice, and they've won it twice.
Well, also we're seeing a glimpse of here of Ago adapting.
Yes.
Right? So, I mean, they were losing pretty handedly there in the first couple of rounds of the game. Ago able to shift focus, able to really realign themselves with what it is that WİNDİGO is doing, and now they are starting to take control of this matchup again. Still down in a number deficit in terms of the rounds, but the hit is going to come on to A. Sparrow just barely missing that, but Groovy's going to be there to clean up. And while the hit's going down here on short, all 3 members are remaining of WİNDİGO will find themselves right here next to it. They haven't cleared pit. Caper could pose a big problem. The bomb's not in sight yet. They do have a player in sight. Looks like it's going to be Ships over there.
So many nades just have been dispelled on this side of the map. It's just been a war zone. Grooby will eventually get a kill after that flurry of grenades. And hold up a second, Ships with a double kill. Where did that come from?
You know, I couldn't tell you, Chad. We didn't.
Must have been through the library.
Yeah.
That almost got interesting for a second there. I think
did.
the question for WİNDİGO now is just do we go for a light pistol upgrade, maybe a set piece, or do we buy deagles and see if we can kill these AWPers?
5-4. WİNDİGO.
Oh, they're forced into it.
Ships
Ships' hero AK-ed it. Okay, this is curious right now. He's invested. That means he don't have any, and he's already dead. So this very aggressive approach is being met by equal aggression on the side of Ago. They're happy to take fights as well.
And interestingly enough, WİNDİGO, having secured the first 5 rounds of the game, have lost 4 in a row. And with the collision course that they're on right now, it could be 5 in a row.
Timing there for Groovy got a little bit interesting. The Molotov will be dropped. That'll force Blocker back, and now it's Banana, where the port of call will be for WİNDİGO. That's where they found the success. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the next gun round we see a 3-man B stack coming out of Ago to push back anybody from B. This banana smoke, I was going to question it before when Ago threw it, and that was when they lost the 2v5. It actually landed a little bit deeper towards the site previously. You want to avoid that because the T's can get closer and surprise through. You want it to be as deep as possible. Obviously, you don't want to give them the opportunity to boost over from the back position. You just need to know where your smoke lands and what it allows on the other side. That's about the preparation. You can't just throw and hope, as it will be the B hit, and there's already 2 players on the scene. One on Speedboy will be rotating over any second.
But a good flash there is going to back off that CT player who definitely had the drop here on the oppression of WİNDİGO. And it's going to be PHR that's doing all the work so far, finding 3 for himself. Bubble having found himself in construction.
Yikes!
Not good enough. Groovy slides in, augs him down. And you know, one thing I would wonder, Chad, is these two teams. I'm sure that they've practiced against each other a number of times.
I would say so, yeah.
And I'm sure that in a situation like this, they're not playing to how they normally practice against each other, right? So probably a lot of the stuff we're seeing here is off the cuff, if I had to speculate.
Well, with some of those force buy situations we've seen come in from WİNDİGO, that's definitely so. It will be the 3-banana approach coming in right now. Ago know that they need to take control of this side of the map, as WİNDİGO found a lot of success there early. Oh, wow, some nice grenades being thrown here. Creative ways of doing occasionally simple tasks, but it's done without pressure, right? It's done without being in a position where you can be taken on down. Lots of Molotovs here. So many nades have been used. Have a look at how much utility has already been dispelled from Ago. They only have 2 smokes and... Hold up.
Yeah, they've held on to it. This is Ships doing what he does. Got a little aggressive and found a frag already. Can he find a second one here on the sandbag? And he did it. And barely skating away, 16 HP. He wants to keep going. This worked out very well for him yesterday, and if he can continue that sort of aggression and at the pacing he does it, now he's off into spawn. He just wanted to keep rolling with that one right there, and he rolled himself right into the grave.
It's much harder for him to do those aggressive plays that we saw him do yesterday.
Yeah, a minute just passing on the clock. And now it's going to be a traverse here from the side of WİNDİGO. Up to middle, where Caper's going to be waiting in the cubby. He does have a flash, popping himself out. Can he swing and get a kill? Yes, he can. He's already grabbed 1, make it 2, goes for a 3rd, and he lands that as well. Painful signs here for WİNDİGO. Groovy shows up to help his teammate out, and Ago go up by 1.
If you were paying attention, you would have seen there was 2 bullets left in the gun there as Caper finished the 3rd kill. That wouldn't have been possible previously.
Nope.
His extra 5 bullets already coming in big for certain players. We saw Shocks with a few extra kills yesterday than he may have ordinarily been able to grab. Look, I'm very curious about these mix buys coming in from WİNDİGO because there's no need for it. The economy has already been built on the side of Ago. You can see Caper and Spiro with 9,513k in their back pockets. They have enough to drop, and you know, no matter what happens, they should be able to make it work.
Should be in a perfect world. And right now, that perfect world has come to an end here for WİNDİGO over on the Arch side. What they were trying to do there was maybe a B split. The bomb is up Banana right now. He's not alone. He does have Ships with the AK leading the way. And my goodness, Furlan probably felt that one in his chair as he was evicted from the B bomb site. It's going to be PHR there from spawn, just trying to get some AUG damage down. This should be a plant for WİNDİGO, which is marginal success comparative to their last couple of rounds. They've lost 6 in a row now. It's going to be Ago with 4 members alive to retake this site. In the meantime, Bubble out of that fight, and it's going to be just Ships. 41 HP, posted up in the back of the site. Does have an AK. Going to go for the spray, can't land it on the PHR, and that's going to be another round on the board for the Poles.
Yeah, good stuff here. As Ago, some of these names you might remember, Spiro, Furlan, Groovy. They've been in the Polish scene for some time. Kept under the vise of the realms of the 2nd or 3rd best, while Virtus Pro was towards the top, but now the Polish scene has been cracked wide open. We talked about names from the Bulgarian scene of the past as well. Victor and Bubble are 2 that would come to mind for a lot of you, and then you've obviously got the likes of, you know, Dreamer, Punisher, NKO. Those guys no longer with it. This is where the stars of Ships, Poison, the newest addition to this roster of WİNDİGO, are really coming to life. Ships has been with this team when they were called Outlaws, and now they've transitioned across to WİNDİGO, so he's been with them for some time. But Bulgarian Counter-Strike was known from those names I said earlier.
And there's the crowd. We're going to take a look at them right now. Hey, guys.
What's going on?
Everybody waving back? I hope so. They are seated, enjoying this grand final live in China right now. Oh, there. Now everybody.
They heard us now. It just, yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. We're going to see the freeze time come to an end here on round 13. 7 for the Poles, 5 for the Bulgarians. Ago and WİNDİGO respectively here in this grand final. First map of this best of 3. WİNDİGO looking for a pick here on T-ramp, and they haven't gotten out just yet. Now looking to extend that over towards Banana. Real weary. They know that a flurry of grenades could come barreling down on them at any time. They're going to stack all 5 there towards Banana as well, Chad.
Yeah, this is where they found the success earlier. And in one of the previous rounds, we saw a very cool set of jump Molotovs coming out from Ago to completely carpet off the Banana with flames. And this time they're just going to leave all the pressure on Furlan with the secondary AWP over towards the B bomb site. However, the rotation has come in. PHR and Groovy are close enough by to help out. It's going to be a quick pounce on the site here. That flash is going to miss the wall. I think it was intended to bounce, but it doesn't really matter as Groovy's going to find one through the flurry. Furlan over the flames. And this attack, it's been stopped in its tracks. They should get the bomb down and block it. He wants... Ooh, I thought he wanted to play in front of that smoke. He's going to think better of it. They've won a 2-on-5 from a situation similar to this, but now the bomb's down. Players are falling.
It was a decent idea to push that smoke, however, that Molotov was going to inhibit it no matter what. And 5 members alive here for Ago are just going to mop the floor as of now. And Blocker, the only one left to defend this planted bomb. They're going to all swing him at one time. There wasn't a shot in the world that he was going to hit right there to save this round for the side of WİNDİGO. And they remain roundless after winning the first 5, now having lost 8 in a row as we go into round 14.
One thing to note here with Ago's approach is how well prepared for a lot of scenarios they are. They obviously know that they need to boost up. The utility usage is on point. We've seen the banana smoke for retakes come in several rounds. We've seen innovative ways of doing certain Molotovs and flashes. That's one of the things that people really don't give credit to when these lower tier teams, they are innovating. And when they come up with something cool, it'll get picked up by one of the top tier squads and usually attributed to them. That's just the unfortunate nature of Counter-Strike and its popularity, but this looks like just the classic B-Rush here.
Yeah, classic B-Rush looked on the cards, and now with all these Molotovs of Ago, they're going to be able to slow that down considerably. In the meantime, a lot of damage dealt down to the Bulgarians. Poison on 15 HP, Victor on 52. PHR wants to swing. Had the flash of the teammate there from Furlan to help him do it, and he netted himself 2 before he was taken out ultimately. So 3v4, now Furlan alive in the site, and the rotation has come in, so he won't be there alone much longer. Standing in the Molotov, though, will eventually burn to a crisp in the back of the sites. The hand of ships, and the bomb is planted now in a 3v3. Low HP here on WİNDİGO. And the retake by Ago is going to have to be something nice.
Lots of nades though, and I spoke about their usage thus far. You can see the jump throws all being used perfectly, but the push couldn't be called off, and wow! Can only get one. Their ship's a little bit unlucky not to convert a multi-frag. The low HP of Victor and Poison comes into play here, and they continue to aggress. Most players would sit back on their hind haunches. Instead, they want to take the fight to them. Yeah. And this is looking like it should be the round.
Yeah, he's going to tap the bomb, Chad. I don't know. He's going to hold these angles and tap the bomb. Able to find one, but the time has ticked down so far that he's even going to die with the bomb. Victor barely getting away too there. But finally, WİNDİGO have done it. They have secured a round for themselves after losing a series of rounds in a row. 8 to be exact. 8-6. We're going to go in this last round of the half. Round number 15.
I think they'll just try and hedge towards that B-bomb side again. They have really found the majority of their success, especially on the gun rounds over towards that side of the map. Sure, a 2v5 is pretty lucky, and you don't expect that to happen time and time again, but they're able to pull off some magic on low HP. Maybe they just feel more comfortable over there, but as I say that they should head towards B again, they've actually spread out in more of a aggressive A formation. They look like they're ready to pounce on towards the bomb site. 3 players congregating close towards the mid utility. Blocker ready to set out of boiler room and then towards halls. So here comes the flashes and nades. They're quite quick on their approach. It's only a minute 25 gone, and they already want to fight. They're already pushing up quad here. This is going to be a duel.
Look at this positioning by Sparrow. He has AWP. We saw him do this on pistol round. Let's see what he can do with an AWP in this position. He's going to swing to look for a kill. Can't get anything done right there. A rough one to fight from regardless, and the flash caper is a dead caper at the hands of ships. Everybody's dead, to include Furlan. Now on PHR to try to secure this last round of the half for Ago. He's not going to be getting that. The one tap reigns supreme. Poison oust PHR, and we see an 8-7 scoreline at the half. Now we're going to be flipping sides. They go over to the T side, WİNDİGO to the CTs.
Well,
really fast play from both teams, regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, you were talking about getting in their face. Well, that's exactly what we're seeing time and time again from both teams. I think this is also a level of respect these teams have for each other that they don't, you know?
Yeah.
I think that they're playing to a point where, hey, you know what? We'll push you. We can beat you on this.
Exactly
and they're
that.
both saying that. So what we're seeing is this really scrappy, brawly affair that you're talking about.
It's nice to see, though. You know, it's better than always having that slow, methodical default approach. Good to see some squads still playing some of that grittier Counter-Strike. But as we get underway with the second half, round number 16, A goes by right now. 2 smokes, 3 flashes, and a HE. Nade's going to be used out early here towards top of Banana and dunked on his ship. But he doesn't care about the damage. He's going to find 3 kills.
Wow. Big ships coming through. Victor getting 1, too.
Yikes.
Almost the whole family is here on Banana right now. Ferlin only able to net the kill on the ships.
He never looks worried, does he?
Yeah, he's feeling it when he's feeling it, you know? Like, he's out there. He really does put himself out there. We're going to check the eye track on this, too. This is kind of cool to watch. You can see he checked up there to see how many kills he'd gotten as well at the end of the round. Like, oh, is it over? Can I take a breather?
Are they all dead yet? Something to note from the first half scorelines, Groovy had 17 kills and Ferlin only had 8. These are the 2 highest performing players for the team in the tournament so far. So Ferlin dropped off a little bit, but on the CT side, it was a comeback mounted. There we go. Oh my god, look at this guy go.
Just melting away at Ago right now. The 3 Glocks remain alive. They have barely made it off the T-ramp. In fact, they haven't. They're just going to hang out here. They've got nowhere to go. The smokes are going to keep them off Banana. They know that there's an SMG behind it. No reason to push through that.
You know exactly what Blocker's thinking, though.
Please
you said there's no reason to push through it. He's thinking,
oh, yeah.
I want to go. I want to get in their face.
Who
They've only
knows?
got Glocks. Let me get these kills. Probably momentarily as the smoke starts to fade, I assume he might go for the quick flank, or as this arch presence, Poison's going to see 1. That should be the signal for the Banana push to come in. There it is. He's going to spot them off. The Banana push is coming in exactly on cue. It's not going to be needed as Poison will grab 2, and here's the flank, tapping away. And the MP9s completing the streak in the round. All 5 CT kills going in the favor on the little, would you call it like the cricket from MIB?
Oh, the noisy cricket?
Yeah, noisy cricket.
Yeah, just obviously that thing had some power, right?
Yeah.
I used to think of the PP Bison as something along those lines, but it's
a
just
lawnmower. It only cuts people's grass.
literally just a weed eater. Doesn't do anything at all. Like a nail gun in rust. Doesn't have any place here, and the nades have a place down Banana. It's going to be PHR and Ferlin taking a considerable amount of damage here as we look at this round. Round number 18 starting to unfold in front of us. The first victim being PHR. Now the hit has kind of stalled out due to a smoke at the top middle. Victor playing underneath the porch, but they're going to go through it. They're going to commit to this. And it's Groovy that falls. Bubble and Victor doing what they can. Meanwhile, the bomb will get planted here on the A site. Caper and Ferlin have secured the way. They have paved the road. Now a 2v3 on the retake. Op in the hands of Poison, the 2 MP9s there on Blocker and Ships. Blocker with the kit. There is an incendiary on Poison, though. If he gets himself in a position, he can use that to Molotov out here onto the pit. I think that's what we're going to see.
This retake is definitely very possible. The only one defuse kit in play, though. If he goes down and gets dropped in an obscure position, it might get a little bit harder. They're going to push through this flash.
Oh, boy. Going through the flash. Caper finding 1. Finds 2. Can he do it? Can he defend off this bomb site? As he falls, it's now up to Blocker to try to defend. And Ferlin never left the pit the whole damn time.
Oh, he's going to...
That was close.
Jeez Louise. I really want to point something out here that I liked from Ago's approach there. When you know that the CTs are playing 3 towards Banana at the start of the round, you should be very quick in your approach towards the A bomb site. Because if you can isolate the duels, like they were able to do with your defaulting players through Window and Boiler, at that point, you've given yourself an opportunity to have a 4v2. They lost the opening kill in Banana. They reacted very quickly. Their utility usage was on point. And then as soon as they had site control, that rotation takes a very long time to get on into place. And also, if teams are playing 3 Banana, the traditional sense is to use Molotov, smokes, HEs, and flashes just to get control. So you know that they're not going to have a lot of utility on the retake. So really well identified from Ago. Obviously, it got a little bit difficult over towards that pit position, but they made it work. And right now, we're finding ourselves in a very pivotal part of this second half. Whoever wins this round should be able to streak a couple together. If this is clean from either side, The other team should respect that and take an eco or just a pistol upgrade. You don't expect them to be going in with a force by battle unless this is a close situation or the T's get the bomb down.
In the first round, 2 rounds actually going in the way of WİNDİGO. And that being the first round of the half here picked up by AGO. So 9-9 being the scoreline. They want to peek and contest on Banana. They've gotten all the way up. Sparrow posted up with AWP, allowing his teammates to sort of flood in behind him. But it's going to be Ferlin wiped out first. Groovy following it up. So the trades have come in. And the B bomb site defense has fallen as well. So not a whole lot to show for themselves. Almost nading the bomb planter into oblivion. Really well done nade, but just simply wasn't enough. Now retake is on the hands. 4 versus 4. It's going to be WİNDİGO on the retake. Try to work their way up the sandbags. They have found that kill on the PHR, who was nest behind them.
One kid again here, Trace on Victor. He's going to have to be the man to come through with the defuse if they want to get this round on the board.
Yeah, there's also double dark. So this could prove to be a lethal combo. Groovy taking down 1. Bubble coming in with a second. Make it 2. And we're going to see the defuse come out with ease, Chad. It wasn't even a question of time at this moment.
So as I mentioned, it needed to be a clean round. That plant, though, from AGO may force them into go for another buy. So they're going to get the extra bonus of money because of the bomb going down. But they're still kept relatively humble. They could get a hero AK from Spiro. Or they could do just some P250s across the board. That looks like it's going to be the similar call as Spiro grabs the Deagle, Ferlin with the P250, Deagle for Groovy, PHR and Caper deciding if they really want to buy anything. It looks like they're happy just to stick with the Glocks. And now the CTs get the chance to do what I said in the first half for AGO's CT side, and that's stabilize. So WİNDİGO, if they can keep this one clean again, they're able to deal with the pistols, not lose too many weapons.
I'm just thinking about the double dark play, and they both swing.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand the the logic there. I don't know. That's for them to dissect.
They like the aggression, you know?
Yeah.
Just like this, aggressive out apps. And okay. That smoke just stopped them. They were so close.
Yeah, they're about
4
to
players
full
at the
commit.
very end ready to go, and they've had to reconsider. So the stalling right now is going to be a bit of trouble because of all the banana control that WİNDİGO has. They can be on a fast flank, and they've also had a chance to rotate defenders back over to the A bomb site. So 3 players ready to receive. Victor playing anti-flash, so we can see there's no flash is going to come in.
Oh, another smoke. At about the minute mark on the clock. I guess the guys on short didn't get the message, or they are full 2 committed. They're going to run into bubble by the truckload. He's able to get 3 before he's finally eliminated by PHR, which does give us a bomb plant. Nope, I take it all back. Bomb has gone down and not planted. Ships and block are closing the round out. Do have a little bit of a stutter here. And yep, we're back. Okay, so 11-9, and it's up in WİNDİGO's favor right now.
Okay, so sure they did lose 2 players, but it should be enough now to guarantee WİNDİGO a gun round in the following. Spiro's going to get the AWP out. Will be glass cannon. He has no armor to go behind that, and they've had to skimp on nades across the board. Only 1 Molotov, a couple of smoke grenades. Oh my god,
Ouch.
the tactical nuke down middle. Grenades have chunked down 3 players to roughly 50 HP or less. Groovy 54, Spiro 32. Hold up a second, into the blender. They want to be quick again towards middle.
Just giving it to him is Victor over here towards this arch side. Through the smoke now, finding Spiro as well. PHR, Caper, and Ferlin. Well, they've still got the bomb here in middle. This is going to be an awkward passing of ships right here. It's Ferlin looking for the B push. He's going to pop up. And now they know where the bomb is. He's headed to B with a quickness. Yeah, he's going to go. The rotation's going to come through CT.
He'll win the race, that's for sure.
Yes, he will. Can he get the bomb down? And can he defend it?
Split second here. Just across in time.
Just barely. But now he's going to re-peek it. An interesting call, but he went for it nonetheless. I guess in that situation, he wanted to try to even it up as best as possible. Leaves Caper down to 13 HP in a 1 versus 2.
Just to note, he has picked up the AWP with the rifle. He may not hit that 1 shot that he needs to. With the AWP, if he at least lines someone up in his crosshair, the bullet to the body will guarantee the kill. Probably doesn't realize that Victor and Blocker are both below half HP. Victor is severely in a lot of trouble here. So they're going to be at tentative with their peaks. Caper does have a chance in this round because they're going to respect it.
He does have a chance, but that clock timer is not going to get any longer for him. Oh my goodness, if he throws that grenade, he's going to gamble it in the one place that they're not into dark. And that's going to prove to not bring him any frags there at the later stage of that round.
He double guessed himself.
Yeah, oh my goodness. He was holding for the coffin angle with the AWP. Pulls out the nade, you think, okay, he's going to commit to that. And if he would have got a kill.
Would have been a freebie right there, and then the 1v1.
And that could have gone either way.
Exactly. That's a 50-50 call at that point in time. Obviously, his position's given away, and it just comes down to the heads-up duel. The WİNDİGO player would have known exactly where he was coming from. That's the advantage that the Bulgarians would have had. But more nades back down middle. This time they're playing passive to respect it, allowing the pushes to come in. They've upgraded pistols again. And, well,
and they've lost them. Again, Caper falling to the hands of Poison's AWP, wall banged, of course. Now we're going to see Ago here going to struggle to get it back under control. They don't have any banana control. In fact, it's all in WİNDİGO's hands. Then playing a heavy arch side will be WİNDİGO. So no matter where they go, it's going to be a rough one.
Look how aggressive Ships is. I
This
said
guy
that he
doesn't
couldn't
care.
do it. Yeah, I said he couldn't do it as much as what he did on Overpass, but he's giving it a good shot.
Well, he's trying to. He wants to get. He knows that there was a lot of praise sung for that guy in that map.
Yeah, but look, an aggressive playstyle is not a consistent playstyle by any means, unless he wants to completely change the way that we understand Counter-Strike. Is continuing his march forward. We'll grab another kill, and at this point, he should be able to finish off Ruby from range.
Oh, boy.
Won't get it done. We'll put him down to 23 points of health.
Glock, man.
Glocks. And his blocker gets it, and that's 13 rounds on the board now for WİNDİGO to the 9 of Ago. We're reaching the business end of this game.
Yes, and just to remind you, this is Ago's map pick. The polls did pick Inferno. It'd be WİNDİGO that picked Mirage. That's next in the cards, and with the way that this is going into WİNDİGO's map pick, that's a yikes for me, Chad. That's a yikes for me, dog. Timeout coming in. Let me get some water. Try to rehydrate. That's very important. But almost as important as winning this next gun round here for the side of Ago. This map is slipping away from them.
And it is their choice. Next map will be Mirage, a map that they haven't played in this tournament just yet. We did actually see it played once from the side of WİNDİGO, and they actually picked up the victory there. I did talk about the maps played in this tournament so far. Ago have played 6 maps. The only map they haven't played is Mirage. So after this series, they'll have played all 7 maps. That's a pretty good map pool right there. Whereas WİNDİGO, they have not played Nuke. They've played everything else, which is pretty standard for most teams in the world, to be completely honest with you. This is do or die.
Yep, they've invested in this round fully. Ago want to get double digits on the board, and they've put it all out on the line here. Got 4 AKs, 1 AWP, and Sparrow. I'm going to let this round pan out just a little bit. Standard defense here from WİNDİGO. 3 towards A, 2 towards B. And Ago are a little bit frightened. You can tell they're clearing just about everything at this point. They're not really jumping out or jumping to conclusions, rather. Smoke towards the arch side. And it's the Molotov here towards Porch is going to thwart any plans that WİNDİGO had to hold off to that side. They were getting ready for a double stack right there. Something cheeky, as my Brit friends would say. Victor finally landing and fragging the round, but it's going to be Ago's Furlan and Caper that mop them up. Sort of bring this one back into a lull. 4 members alive for Ago. Yeah. The AWP still alive here for WİNDİGO, Chad.
It's a good position to find yourself in if you're Ago right now. You have a lot of the map to your disposal, but once again, the man of the moment, the man we've all been talking about, Ships is still in a forward position. As I said, they started back on off, and that's actually going to be his undoing. If he stayed at that sandbag position, it would have been more difficult for them to clear that spot and maybe a multi-kill potential, as it will be what looks like a save call from WİNDİGO here. They're just clearing out to make sure that there's no one able to snag them as they flee the scene of the crime.
And Ago are going to get, well,
hold up. They want to go for it?
I mean, maybe there's money over there. But
exits could just be on the cards.
Yeah, it could be. They both have kits. Poison and Blocker left alive here for WİNDİGO against the 4 of Ago. And this bomb being planted in the B site does prove that WİNDİGO are going to concede this round, giving the double digits to Ago. Finally, peek right into the Oppa Sparrow, who was holding the end of Banana. That's 1 weapon lost. And let's see what Poison can do. Then nobody's going to exit here, so he's not going to be able to do much of anything at all, actually. Bomb will explode, and just like that, 13-10. WİNDİGO still ahead in this game.
Yeah, they were on a 4-round winning streak right here, but that's finally been broken. Their money, not so much. They will be able to get another gun round on the board. The score is 13-10 right now in favor of WİNDİGO. It's going to be a pause being called right now. Groupie did call for a tech, and then just called a regular pause, so it's noted as a tactical timeout, but I'm not quite sure which one it actually is. I guess it's here nor there really in this scenario. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. right now we can see the scores on the doors with Ships and Victor towards the top, 24 and 20 kills. And then the next closest will actually be Blocker with 13. Groovy on the other side of things, he had a very large first half. I think it was 17 kills to his name, so only contributing 3 in the second half, but everybody else is stepping up and contributing more. So Ferlin only had 8, so he's grabbed 6 already in the second half of play. I was saying we're getting to the business end. Well, that is for sure, as the time ticks on down here. And it's business once more, because if WİNDİGO lose this and they get blown out of the server, I highlighted it earlier, and I'm going to highlight as much as I can because this will be one of the very last times we can talk about the current money system in professional Counter-Strike. It looks like Poison might want to get aggressive for a pick here on the quad side. Close boiler. This is a spot where you can get one quickly and fall back, but if he doesn't consider all of the angles and goes a little bit too audaciously, he could be punished. Everyone knows that WİNDİGO have been playing an aggressive style of CS at nade. Big chunk of damage there onto Caper and another one onto Groovy. So utility damage on point right now for WİNDİGO.
The double op for WİNDİGO as well. Ships, you're right, has taken a torpedo here, but he hasn't sunk. 59 HP. It's going to be Poison with the other op at 100. And again, we're seeing this same setup from WİNDİGO's side. They're playing 2 heavy towards porch and then 1 in sight, sort of spotting the halls. Meanwhile, Ago also defaulting. Both these teams realizing that this is probably one of the, if not the most important matches of their careers.
100%, I would have to agree with that. This is a chance to put Bulgarian Counter-Strike on the map and take home a lot of money. Or
yeah, a lot of food on the table.
Resurgence of Polish Counter-Strike as well. So for these guys, it's not only pride.
Oh. Bubble and Ferlin playing on opposing sides of the smoke. Maybe Ferlin's going to go through this. We won't be able to see it. No, he's going to back off just a little bit because the hit's over here at B. He doesn't need to fully commit to that arch play. That's going to draw a rotation here from WİNDİGO. Ferlin in a good spot to kill some rotators. In the meantime, teammates here in Ago are going to have to clear out this B site, and they're going to do it. Caper and Ferlin finding the frags necessary to open it, and then finally the ship does
1v1.
sink. It's over. 1v1. Vactor versus PHR. And the smoke's going to come out after the plant to smoke off CT spawn. A little bit of spam there. They know who's on the other side of that smoke. They smelled each other out. Now we're going to see them do the dance. It's going to be Victor going towards construction, PHR towards dark, and they're going to hold.
Ooh. Victor has a lot of question marks here. He doesn't know if he walked towards banana, doesn't know if he jumped in towards pool, doesn't know if he even pushed towards the smoke. And look at PHR playing from the inner position, steps on out, gets the kill, easy as you like. And this one has a chance to be tied up 13-13 now because an eco should be taken from WİNDİGO here.
Yeah, Ago scratching, crawling that one out there. I really put that 11th one on the board. Round 25 upon us now. And the money is in shambles for the CTs of WİNDİGO.
Yeah, it felt like they were in control, obviously, in the early stages of the first half. Then they bounced back, and then they put up a nice little streak there in the middle of this piece. They go are grinding this one out.
They're going to take banana control early on. There's not a whole lot here that WİNDİGO can do to push it back off either. And oh my God, what a kill with the MAC-10. That's not something you see every day. Coming out, throwing 6 bullets over there towards Coffin, grabbing a headshot, and taking one of the defenders off of banana. So already enough done there, but that's not where the hit's going to be. It's going to be towards A. They're going to go ahead and barrel up now, just past the Molotov. They're already up porch. That bomb in tow. Using some utility there to clear off some of these tighter angles, some of these more elusive choke points.
It kind of feels like both teams are playing with nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Which is really cool to see. So obviously coming into this matchup, I think on paper you'd say that WİNDİGO was the favorite. But neither team is playing like, you know, they're afraid that they... Not that they care about losing, but they're playing to win. And that's what you love. You don't want to see teams like sitting back and resting on their laurels and being scared of certain situations. They're taking fights, they're attempting clutches, and they're getting stuck in. As Ferlin finds another one, this is just an eco round that should be mopped and dealt with relatively easily. Look to the last one to fall, and a nice clean round from Ago means that every dollar they save, the later this game goes, even if they're put under economic pressure, they should be able to keep punching back.
And punching back they will. Victor sitting on 21 frags, but that's nearly to Ships' 26 and 21. We can talk a little bit about the numbers while we wait for this round to get underway. It's Ships sitting at 104 ADR. So this guy winning opening duels 6-3 right now. Quite the showing here from Ships again. I don't think it's had nearly the impact that it has yesterday, but there's still time for that to happen. Because right now, WİNDİGO, having bought back into this game, it's going to be Ago who want to tie it up. Guns out on both sides, AWP on Poison and on Sparrow. No banana control from either team.
Yeah, that's a very curious approach. Ago probably trying to just wait out any early utility from WİNDİGO as they don't have the most optimal buy in terms of grenades. With 4 smokes left on the board, they're going to be able to delay certain choke points for a little bit longer than others, but Ago can thought that in the sense of if a smoke comes down mid, they can still throw Molotovs to cotton off towards trash, towards porch, and flash through and take the fight. So it's not such a big deal for them to worry about those smokes at this point.
Yeah, but they've given up this arch completely. And really, if Ago wanted to, if they used the proper smokes and utilities, they could have just walked through to that arch. I mean, obviously they don't know that. No matter what, though, all 5 players of Ago now set up to go towards that arch.
Oh, it's an interesting approach here. Are they going to go through their own smoke and wrap onto A?
Well, they're up now. They've made the sound cues, and it seems like WİNDİGO have no idea. They're just going to miss them. They have already passed by. This is going to be bad news bears once they come barreling through the smokes. Ago looking to punish. Finding one there in middle, can't seem to land the shot.
They have to save. They can't get back into this. Only
yeah,
10
this
seconds
is
left.
An awkward round at the bare minimum, Chad.
I would love to break that round down for you guys at home because what we saw Ago do was they threw a jump Molotov that cleared out the trash position. They threw some smokes and nades over towards the quad side. A deep smoke arch. It didn't actually cover off the archway, but it covers off the entirety of long. So a player mini pit and a player library can't see through. The way that they timed that round was as that smoke starts to fade, they're going to pop flash through it, and then they have another smoke that comes off and cuts off the pit vision. So if you're playing in pit, you're not actually able to see them wrapping around the arch side. That gave them multiple points of aggression to isolate Jules and then just wrap onto that bomb site. WİNDİGO made a good call by trying to re-aggress, boost on up over quad and get some information, but it was too little too late. Yeah. If they'd done that a little bit earlier, they would have given themselves a fight. But Ago were able to win a round with only 1 kill. All it was fantastic strategy and really just making the most of a situation where WİNDİGO wanted to fight and couldn't get any kills.
Yep. WİNDİGO calling a tactical timeout on that note. Money not where they want it to be. They don't really have to buy back into this round. They did save those 4 weapons, so with a tie ball game on our hands, 13-13, we are getting closer to the finish line here on map number 1 of the grand final. And for WİNDİGO, well, this was very much in their favor there for a considerable amount of this map, but
feels like they're running out of gas.
Yeah, Ago have kind of battled it back all the way here to this point, tied us up.
So both teams have coaches behind them. I spoke about Shockwave before, the Ukrainian who was the analyst previously. Now he's been upgraded to the primary coach role for that of WİNDİGO. Over on the other side of things, it's, I don't know how to pronounce this correctly, but it's Minel Rocks. He's been with the team of Ago since 2017. So a lot of growth has happened in this unit in that time. They've been taking baby steps. Another one of these teams trying to do all the right things to get them in all the right places. And it appears to be working right here, right now.
Just growing pains. These are the fruits of their labor. They have netted themselves a grand final appearance here. Certainly something to show for it.
You can see that they really do want to fight by having this forward position on mid. They have the AWP posted up in Banana, so he can take a duel if it ever comes in, can also give a lot of information. He's not being harassed, pushed back, or made to work for this. And towards top middle, this aggressive crossfire, they have a player under the porch, have a player on top of the porch, one ready to swing from the arch side, and one close towards middle. So they're giving up halls right now, but if they're happy to allow that pit presence to go, maybe there's a post-plant plan.
Yeah, and with the brunt of the hit usually going up middle here, it seems as though WİNDİGO want to sort of counter that, but now the fake is in full force. It's going to be Poison here, posted up with the AWP on the side of Banana, finds one, is able to drop, looks for a second. He's going to get cornered here any second now, surely to meet his demise, and he takes one more out with him in Sparrow. Meanwhile, Caper and Furlan.
They're stuck. They can't go back. They have to go B.
Enough. This has gone completely wrong, Chad. Completely wrong.
If Blocker was able to get that kill, that round would have been all over. Caper would have been isolated over on towards this site. But now he is the actual winning factor for Ago. Up close and personal. Will Ships be aware of this? The bomb will go down. He's going to hear the plant completed momentarily. And Caper's already heard this, so they know his position.
And they're so low. They're so low, and they have no idea, Chad. Caper winning out that round, and that got real scary for both sides real quick. Just as fast as it was happening at Banana, that fast push down mid, it was just... Whew.
You could see the quick flank from behind. They knew it was a fake. Poison, if he had gotten 2 or more there, that would have been the round in itself. He took the audacious opportunity of going for the fight instead of getting that first pick and falling back. Maybe a mistake, but in the moment right here on the stage for both of these teams, a high-pressure grand final, lots on the line. Mistakes will happen, and that's who's going to make the least. Aggressive play from WİNDİGO here. They're falling back on what they think works best for them, and Spiro...
taken out early in the last round, but now he's able to get something going here. All the way from the ramp. Smoked off Banana. They're going to look to flex towards middle regardless of what has happened over on the other side of the map. Going to be running into Poison's AWP, though. I don't think that they know he's quite there yet. Now, it seems like the waiting game for Ago. It seems like they want to wait to punish something here, and it might just be Poison to punish.
Oh,
taking the peek is Poison.
What a risk.
Getting shot down to 46 HP. On the other side is Bubble. He'll take down
They
Furlan.
keep coming. And
no matter what happens here, it's a game of peek and peek again.
Yeah, the Bulgarians are just getting in the face of Ago. It is a 3-on-3 situation, so this one isn't done just yet. Blocker towards this coffin position will have this early information. If he peeks and falls, that's the round right there. The bomb will go down, the save call has to come in. 15 rounds will be on the board for Ago. No problems at all. Their bank is swelling. They can buy anything they want. They won't be on eco for the rest of this game, that's for sure. Means in the next round, we're going to need some heroics that are Poison and Ships. We've given them so much praise up until this point. These two leading the frag charts, being the star elements for WİNDİGO. With the save guns going into next round, they are the last hope for Bulgaria on the map choice of Ago. But we'll move over to Mirage as map number 2.
Picked by WİNDİGO. Important note, as we look at the close of round 28, it's actually going to be 6 in a row for Ago.
They've done some fantastic things strategically.
Yeah, they've really put themselves back in this game. Even in the first half, they lose the first 5 and then
never give
8.
Up.
So, like, they're winning rounds in successions here. They're not really having to worry about the economy all that much because they keep building, keep planning, keep, getting each round to go their way. And they're looking to close the door on Inferno in round 29. 15-13.
Here's the question. You have an aggressive AWPer like Poison who loves to push, who loves to fight. You have Ships who wants to take as much territory off his opponents as possible. Ago know this. How are they going to find a way in on a map like Inferno where the choke points, they're very narrow, they're very easy to shut down with utility, and here's Poison. Right on cue. The aggressive play.
Yep.
Peeking wide towards middle. Could be punished at any moment. He's able just to stand. Nobody even looking towards his direction as this flurry of utility towards Banana is actually going to do some damage to PHR. They're going to be kept honest. They're going to be kept to force on back, and he just wants to go forward.
He just wants to keep going, Chad. He wants to keep going, but now
somehow
he comes out on top next to the tree, and the fight through the smoke continues. Ship's going to go ahead and exchange weapons there, picking up an AK. He wants to keep spamming away. He didn't know exactly who was on the other side of it. Just swings and peeks right into Sparrow's crosshair. That can't feel too good after all of that.
I guess his back key is broken because W seems to be the only way that the ship will go. It is pretty hard for Ships to go backwards. They have to turn around. So
I'm pretty sure reverse is pretty hard.
Yeah.
Big Ships.
Sticking with his name, but the problem there is it may be a 4v4. But right now, there's 2 Famouses, not a lot of utility, and a very low HP blocker standing to keep WİNDİGO in this game.
They're holding on to it. Ago still have enough utility to get themselves inside one of the mob sites. It does look like they want to go towards A. However, Poison is going to be that indeed. He takes down Caper with the AWP, leaving 3 just alive here for Ago. They're going to have to commit to one side or the other. This clock has ticked down to about 25 seconds. Molotov there on Banana sort of slow that approach down even more. And they need to go through it. They know that they want to go through it. With 20 seconds on the clock, it's going to be Blocker here in the B site with the support over in spawn of Poison's AWP.
Oh,
that,
the mouse wheel.
Ladies and gentlemen, is not what you want to see happen there in the choke point. A little bit of a jump. Now the FAMAS reigns supreme, finds himself 2, knows he's got to plant. 6 seconds on the clock, he's not going to do it.
He wants to do damage to the economy here, and he's going to get another kill. Taking away the AWPer is really good work from him there. They're not going to be able to pick it up in time. So Groovy's actually done a lot there. The plant doesn't help Ago. They don't need it. Getting that kill, that is so important right now. Poison's not going to have an AWP. He's not going to have his marquee weapon.
Yep, we're sitting on the edge of overtime. 15-14, Ago, the Poles, giving it everything that they've got here on Inferno in round 30. Back in the hand of Sparrow. They're going to elect to go for a lot of B presence on all these grenades every single time here on Banana. Make it not easy for any player in the server.
Chunking down.
Banana has legitimately become no man's land. There's going to be a spot there from Furlan. Sees him jump up, can't land it.
Look who it is.
And it's shit. What do you know? Other side of the smoke, almost gets 2 out of it. It's only able to take down Furlan now. PHR and grab one himself with the trade.
This is a nail biter. Every round is coming down to these tiny little moments. The re-aggression from WİNDİGO, the fact that they're not faltering under any pressure, happy to stand forward as Poison pushes again, and this time he'll be punished. Caper with a huge kill. Been instrumental in a couple of these mid-rounds, and here he's opened the door towards the A bomb site. He's going to keep barreling forward. He can hear Bubble in the site. That call will be made, and the rest of the players can come up quad here.
Yep.
It's all on Bubble.
It's all on Bubble. In the site. And he's not going to last very long. He's going to get popped by Groovy.
This could be it.
This could be it. Blocker and Victor having to show face from middle. PHR did see that, I think. At least the radar blip. They're going to both go towards Porch. They're going to stick in this together through to the end. With the spam, it's going to be Groovy taking down one, following it up with the Deagle, and that was a close one for Ago. They are able to close it out. Groovy with a monstrous performance, 28-17. Inferno going in the way of the Polish. And now we got to look to turn the page towards another map, but that was a very heads-up play between these two teams. Fighting